So we have a very interesting one here because we have three things that's happening during this particular 21st portal. Now, this is also another portal that nobody's really speaking about, but I think it's because there's a mix of different things that's happening. We've obviously got the Winter Solstice, we've also got Capricorn season also starting, and we've got the Yule magic. So I'm going to break down for you in this video three things that you got to look out for. But what I want to end today's session with is I want to give you some ritual suggestions that you can start practicing straight away to be able to enhance your manifestation energies during this period, and at the same time give you what to expect that may happen, and finish off with giving you the signs that is actually beginning to work for you. So we're going to break it down in this video. Grab yourself a pen and a pad. Let's begin. The first thing we need to understand is that there's going to be a celestial power shift. What does that mean? Is because it's the winter solstice, we know what that means. It means that it's going, the shortest day will occur. It also marks a big turning point for a lot of people. And when we start looking at this, what is this actually doing? It begins the gradual return to light. So if we look at it, we have night and day, we have the world of duality, we have the world of polarity, you have black and white, you have light and darkness. And we've been through this winter time and it's starting to shift slightly. So what we're going to find is that there's going to be a gradual return to the light, meaning that the darkness is starting to give way to increased light. So when light accelerates in this, our astrological realm, what are we seeing there? We're seeing a lot of shifts happening. We're going to see a lot of answers start coming up for a lot of people. Maybe there's certain things that you've been stuck with. Maybe there's certain challenges that you've been facing and you've been thinking, how do I overcome this obstacle? And now we see the light. So we're going to start seeing signs to give us guidance to which way to go. However, it doesn't mean that it's all like rainbows and sunshine for everybody, because not everybody can see these signs and not everybody knows how to best adapt with these signs. And that's why I said towards the end of this video, I want to break down some rituals that you can actually do to be able to enhance and receive these answers and be able to navigate through this period. So first of all, we understand that it marks a very powerful turning point. Okay, so what do we do? Well, the second thing that I want you guys to note down is that it's the Capricorn season. So it's an activation of our manifestation powers. But it doesn't just activate for you. We all always look at this world of duality and we need to strike a balance. And now I know you're wondering, the balance between what? Okay, so obviously we need that discipline and determination, right? These are the key words for this particular portal, so please do write this down. Discipline and determination. Right? And at the same time, you're going to actually receive a lot of downloads for setting powerful intentions. So maybe during this period, you're going to feel like there's certain goals you have not achieved yet. There's certain things you want to go for, and you haven't maybe been daring enough to turn that dream into reality. Or maybe you've kind of put it aside because you kind of think, that thing is a bit far-fetched for me. Maybe I'm overthinking, or maybe I'm, dreaming too big, or maybe I'm too in la land. But this Capricorn season is allowing you to activate your manifestation powers to turn those dreams into reality. Sometimes people can laugh at people and say, oh my God, your dreams, you're in this dreamy la land. But it's good to have your head up in the clouds, because then at least you dare dream. You have that courage to dream, which most people don't dare to dream. You'll find that the people who manifest miracles in their life are the people who dare think big, think beyond the average and normal person. You're supposed to do that. It's your birthright. You're abundant. You're one with the universe, right? But it's just that society doesn't usually allow us to do that because they start laughing at us and thinking that, yeah, right, whatever. But that's okay, because you're not normal. You're watching this video because you're not normal. You're listening to this woo-woo stuff, which a lot of people can think, oh my God, what are they talking about? All this astrological stuff, They don't believe it, that's fine. I always say it's the kids that believe in the magic that always find the magic and see the magic. People who always take that skepticism, they never see magic. They're always trying to find, no, I know what they did there. And you're always going to find the problems. So it's good to believe in the magic. But this Capricorn season in particular is going to give you that structure. It's going to allow yourself to, give yourself some discipline. It's time to get a plan sorted here. It's coming towards the end of the year. You can't just say, oh yeah, I think I'm going to make $1 million, but what's the plan? How are you going to go about doing it? Oh, I don't know. I'm just going to manifest it. No, hey, you can put your head up in the clouds. You can dream big. That's wonderful. But you got to have your feet firm on the ground. So what's your grounding here? You got to have that foot down. You got to have that determination. You got to take that practical action. So now's your time to start planning for that, right? It's going to be very, very important for that structure and stability. So please get that down, okay? That's the only way you can take this Capricorn energy and transform your dream into reality. So please do, inside the comments below, set your intentions there. You need to understand these videos, they reach out to thousands of people around the world each time. When you set an intention out there, do you know the power of intention and how many people are reading those things? How much energy it's putting out into the universe? So let us know inside the comments below. What is your intentions for 2025, moving into this new season? What are your dreams? Do you dare write it down? Are you going to try to be humble about it and say, just a little bit of this, no. Hey, dream big. What are those big dreams? Write it down inside the comments below. It'd be nice to see what you guys write down, okay? So that's the second thing in terms of your manifestation powers, but you got to have the 2 feet on the ground while your head can be up in the clouds, right? Now, the final part of it is to do with this new cycle. And this new cycle is all about fresh energy. We all know, coming towards the end of the year, then comes the beginning where everyone's going to be setting New Year's resolutions. Okay. By the way, there's certain ways to set New Year's resolutions, not like most people do it, because most people, they only last like 1 or 2 weeks. Don't know if you can own up to ever having that before. If you guys would like me to make a separate video on how to set New Year's resolutions, the manifestation powerful way, then let us know inside the comments below, and I'll probably create another video if there's enough demand for it. But this will mark this time. It will mark the start of this winter, moving into the new beginnings. It will also allow us to set intentions for the coming year. But most importantly, what do we need to do here? We need to start releasing some old patterns. We've said this actually through the last few videos. So it's kind of a recurring theme during this period is to let go, right? This is kind of like your final chances towards this end of the year so that you have a great beginning coming the 1st of January, right? By the way, these numbers are very significant. Sometimes people say, oh yeah, you just, beginning of the new year, new dreams, yeah, so predictable. Actually, no, it is when you set it right in divine timing with the navigation of how all these different alignments and months and dates and things happen, it becomes a very powerful force. You become unstoppable. So it's good. I'm saying it's good to set New Year's resolutions. That's the way to do it. But you got to cleanse the old. So please get pen to paper and start writing down what are things that no longer serve you. And the thing that can be able to help you here is this whole Yule celebration thing that people are talking about with this ancient wisdom. What is it? Well, it's a tradition actually when it comes to the winter solstice, because it's time for renewal, it's time for growth, it's time for fresh ambition, right? It marks the beginning of a new chapter. So we need to see with this renewal, what is the ideal ritual to be able to get ourselves this transformation. And what I'm saying here is light and shadow work is going to be very, very good for you. So you gotta, we just harnessed this full moon energy just this past week. So we got to start figuring out what surfaced for us. Did anything trigger you? Your relationship, your boss, your manager, your own frustration with yourself? Did anything just trigger, like inside you feeling this agitation, this frustration? Where did it come from? Get pen to paper again. If you start owning up to those things that are surfacing, because the full moon kind of gave this, it kind of projected everything, it made it bigger. So it brought us as a surface. Now, what are you going to do with that information? Are you just going to say, oh yeah, it's past now? Or are you going to, hey, wait there a second. Why was I feeling that? What's within me? What's some shadow work that I still need to do? What's some healing that I can still do? Because if I do the right rituals for all those healing processes, guess what's going to happen? Remember, it's cleanse the old. When I cleanse the old energies, guess what? I free up new space for new things to come in. This is the time to do it, right? We always say, if not now, when? If not now, when? There should be a motto you share, write down on your wall, you know? A big thing, right? So when you release all those old patterns, what you're going to see, you're going to be able to embrace this transformation. And by the way, I just want to make a note for you guys, right? It's not easy. Transforming your life is not easy, but it can become quite instant, you know? Because transformation brings what? It brings a bit of chaos, you know, a bit of an element of chaos. There'll be some people that don't agree with you. There'll be some friends that don't, you know, agree with you. Some family members don't agree with you because they're not used to it. And the interesting thing about human beings is that, you know, if we look at science, always says that change is the only constant. But at the same time, humans are not so good with change usually. You know, that's why people usually look at you and say, you changed, you know. And I always look at people who say, you've changed, and I think, oh my God, you haven't changed. We should be an evolving species. I mean, even the planet is changing. The universe is shifting. Evolution, consciousness, expansion. All this is shifting. Why should you not change? We should be forever evolving. So accept that humans don't like change, but we don't want to be average human. I'm going to say it again. That's not why you're here. I know that's not why you're here, right? Only extraordinary people, right? Extraordinary people will listen to things that are extraordinary. If you go out on the streets and you start talking about manifestation, manifesting your dreams and turning your dreams into reality, can most people relate to that? Of course not. So that's not extraordinary, because they're doing the ordinary. By watching these videos, consuming this information and saying, hey, I want to better myself. This is already doing an extraordinary practice. You're dedicating your time to this thing. So once you start dedicating your time, you're actually owning up to saying, hi, actually ordinary people can say all these things to me, but it's not going to affect me. Why? Because I know you're ordinary. That's why you're saying these things. But that's okay, right? We don't need to say dismiss it. We don't need to shout at them. We don't need to respond or react to them. No, you just do you. Be the best that you can be. You are only accountable for you in this lifetime, you know? If you are accountable for you enough, guess what? That's your contribution to the world already. I want you guys to understand that. Many times we're always trying to be the people pleaser. Is anybody relating to what I'm saying here? If you are, let us know inside the comments below, because I believe this message is for you. Right? It's moving off script right now. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that you've been the people pleaser. I'm feeling that, you know, for a long time it's been, oh yeah, they don't like it when I do that. He doesn't like it when I do what? It's not about them. It's about you. But you say, yeah, but you care about other people. Yeah, but if you want to care about other people, you got to care about yourself first. If you don't care about your own self, right? If you don't value yourself, how are other people going to value you? You do yourself first. If you do yourself well, right? You honor yourself, you honor your soul, you honor that soul calling, that hunger, and you be the best that you can be. There may be some chaos at the beginning because people don't understand it, but that's okay. Because eventually when they see the results, the proof is there. Well, when I first embarked on this journey, my family didn't understand what you're doing. You know, how's that going to work? It's not because they don't love you, it's because they don't understand. But that's okay. But if you get the results, so now like 10, 15 years on, they see the results. Now everybody wants to know, hey, how do you do that again? And then you start thinking, hey, 15 years ago, you didn't want to know. You thought I was some woo-woo crazy person, you know? How many of you can relate to what I'm saying, by the way? Right? What I'm telling you is honor yourself. It's time you honor yourself. Love yourself enough, please. Right? Universe loves you. God loves you. It's time for you to love you. It's time for you to value yourself. Once you start appreciating yourself enough, guess what? Your life will start appreciating. You'll start seeing everything around you start to shift. Your reality will start to shift. Right? So I want to finish off with a few things, right? Some rituals for you guys that I can suggest. One, lighting candles at sunset is going to be very good for you right now. Lighting candles, right? It gives you this fire energy, You're going to be activating your solar plexus. It's going to be activating your motivation, your desire, your burning desire, as Napoleon Hill used to call it. That's what activates for manifestation, right? So lighting candles, doing some meditation during that time will be very good. Creating intentions list is very good. Get clear with your goals. We always say CCMP. What's that? A clear, concise mental picture. Create yourself a clear, concise mental picture. If it's clear, you have that clarity. Clarity is power. You have to have that picture in your head, right? So create your CCMP. Meditation. And by the way, meditation in the morning is going to be very good for you right now. I'm saying early morning, right? I'm talking about your 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. If you do that during this period, what you're going to get more light, and you're going to ride the more light that's going to be happening through the shift. So you're going to get more transformation. We need that. And I know some people will say, oh yeah, but I'm more the nighttime type of person, right? That's fine. You go back to your nighttime type of person. But for this period, how about you just test it out? Because you test it out for free, by the way. You don't need to pay for this stuff. And if you test it out well and you start, hey, wait there a second, I'm feeling some like strange extra energy or extra drive for some reason, then you'll be like, hey, wait there a second, this stuff really works. Right? It's the same thing when I trained with my spiritual master. I used to always be like, but I'm a more of a nighttime person. It requires practice. If you practice the daytime thing and you're like, hey, wait there a second, if I can beat the sun up in the morning, right? Not physically beat the sun up, I'm saying beat the sun up, meaning you get up earlier, you start realizing, hey, wait there a second, when it rises, my energy rises. Wow. That's when you are really aligned with nature. You start feeling that energy, and you can use that energy, you see, to your advantage. So that's going to be very good for you. Meditation and sunrise in the morning, right? Connect more with nature. It's going to be very good because you're going to keep yourself grounded, especially when energies are all over the place right now. Look at the whole world. So much war going on, everyone complaining, everyone moaning, all this politics, everyone's blaming the government right now for everything. It doesn't matter what country you're in. It's the same, I hear my friends in UK all blaming the government about the taxes and stuff. I hear people blaming the government in the US now. Everywhere's blaming now. With all this chaos going on, it's time to get yourself out of nature. Do breath work, connect with nature, hug some trees, barefoot walking on ground. It might sound all the woo-woo stuff, but it actually works. Right. Well, I'm going to ask you, when was the last time you hugged a tree? Sounds weird, right? Go hug a tree. You'll feel, life. It's healing. It's powerful for you. And this is a very good time for healing for you. Right. And the final thing is about performing release ceremonies. So a good release ceremony for you. By the way, if you're like, I don't know, an 8-year-old child, please do not just do this without parents' consent, but, light a fire. Like a barbecue fire or something like that. Write some things that you want to let go of, throw it into the fire. That's a very good release ceremony for you, by the way. Right? Fire in a metaphysical realm can destroy. You want to destroy old beliefs, old patterns, things that no longer serve you, doubts, fears, the past that you're still hanging on to, the baggage you're still carrying. Write it down on paper, drop it in the fire, watch it. Watch that energy transmute. And it will only move to light, right? This is what you receive. When you put out that, you leave it, new light comes in, new space comes in. So that's going to be a very, very good practice for you, okay? So things like that, perform release ceremonies, okay? Now, what to expect during this time? Please write this down, right? Increase the intuition. You're going to get it. You're going to get a lot of downloads during this time. It's very important for you to listen to that calling, right? You're going to get a lot more clarity about your life direction. You'll be like, oh, that thing I've been trying to wonder this way or that way. Now I kind of want it this way. Great. Right? It's going to have a lot of powerful manifestation potential. So you're going to feel that things are calling you. You're going to see signs, right? You're going to get a deeper spiritual connection during this period, right? These 5-10 days. And you're going to have a lot more focus and determination. You're going to be like, hey, I think I've been lazing around a little bit too much. Now it's time to get to work. Right? By the way, if you guys didn't feel it the last 1-2 weeks, let us know inside the comments if you've been feeling it. The last 1-2 weeks, you've been feeling a little bit more lazy than usual. You know what I'm talking about. Those of you who've been slacking a little, but it's okay. Not a problem. Don't blame yourself. Everything has a season. Everything has cycles. It's okay. And that's why I'm saying this will supercharge it now. So for some reason, like you're feeling, actually, I think I've been slacking a little. I've been playing a little bit too much. Now it's time to step on it a little bit. That's okay. That's how life is. So don't blame yourself for all these different seasons and things. It's sometimes you got to step on the accelerator. Sometimes you got to step on the brake. And it just so happens now it's time to step on the accelerator again, which is good, right? So that's the next thing you're going to feel, okay? So, and expect that determination and focus to start kicking in. Now, there's certain signs that you're going to see that what I'm sharing with you guys, if you do any of these rituals, practices, any of these things, right, and you start working on this scripting and intentions, there's certain signs that it's actually working for you. And what are those? You're going to see a lot of synchronicities start happening, a lot of repeated patterns, right? Repeated opportunities, invites, and things like that. You're going to start getting more clarity about your future vision. That's a big sign that it's working for you, right? You're going to get a renewed sense of purpose. Maybe like for a long time you weren't that clear. Now suddenly you're like, I think I know what I want, right? You're going to have some feeling of completion, like you're actually getting somewhere, which is going to be cool. Obviously that comes with hard work, determination, action, right? And you're going to have a lot of inner peace. It's a beautiful time. I always say, regardless of what's happening around the world, remember this. It's a beautiful time to be alive, right? It's a beautiful time. Everything has its turn. Everything has its cycles. Your investments have its cycles. Right now, Bitcoin going up and down, everyone's going wild in cryptocurrency and all this type of stuff. You know, it's got its cycles. It's fine, right? Regardless of what's happening out there, you know, just always remember to have an attitude of gratitude. Be grateful that you're alive. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day to be alive today. And very grateful to have you all throughout this whole journey. You know, I've been 5-6 years on YouTube now, and I would have never thought that me sharing some things would reach millions of people around the world, but very grateful for every single one of you. I'd like to finish with that today. I appreciate every single one of you, all of your comments, all of your likes, all of your subscriptions, everything you do. It means a lot, because you guys are also what gives me purpose as well, to continue to share this message with more people around the world. And I hope you found this video useful. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can relate to some of the things that were shared. If you did, please do hit the thumbs up. Comment below. Let us know if you anything you guys can relate to, or any questions you guys may have. Let us also know where you guys were tuning in from. By the way, my plans for LA has been delayed slightly. We're going to probably go in the first quarter of next year instead. But we will be going out there soon, and most likely we will host some sort of event to see all of you guys. It'd be great to connect again. I haven't been to LA for a long time. But those friends in Hong Kong, we will be going out there in January first week. So we're going to do a meet and greet out there soon. So stay eyes peeled if you guys want to join that. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell sign, by the way, because this year we're dedicated to cover every single portal whenever anything's happening, to keep you astrologically balanced and aligned to navigate for your dreams, to turn them into reality. I'm sending my love and prayers to every single one of you. Namaste. Namo Himalaya.